Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and hit the bell icon. The Bold and the Beautiful Tuesday, May 28 recap. Hope's burning desire for Finn. Poppy's paternity confession. The Bold and the Beautiful B&B. Spoilers recap for Tuesday, May 28, reveals that Steffy Forrester, Jacqueline Missins Wood, put John Finn Finnegan, Tanner Novlan, on full blast for sticking around and participating in the wedding. Steffy wondered if Finn was even going to tell her if it hadn't been for the photo, but Finn insisted he was already trying to explain when it came up. After Finn apologized for his poor judgment and asked if he could do anything to make this right, Steffy admitted he let her down again. Although Finn claimed he didn't know what to do after he got dragged into the wedding drama, Steffy felt he knew he should have walked away. Steffy argued that Finn had to start learning to say no and reiterated that he couldn't have a relationship with his birth mother. Once Steffy stomped into the other room, Finn flashed back to some special moments with Shyla Sharp, Kimberlin Brown, and then remembered Steffy's warning. Finn also thought back to Hope Logan and Nika Noel, suggesting that Steffy shouldn't be the one dictating Finn's relationship with Shyla, so he looked overwhelmed and pensive. At Forrester Creations, Lamb Spencer, Scott Clifton, admitted he could sort of understand Hope's perspective since she didn't want to go back to being estranged from Deacon Sharp, Sean Kanan, but he thought Finn should have walked out the door and skipped the wedding. Hope argued that Shyla guilted Finn into staying and that he was uncomfortable, so Liam wasn't surprised since it was uncomfortable to directly defy her wife's wishes. Liam got Hope to confirm she wouldn't let Beth Spencer, Jordan Lynn Ariza, around Shyla, and reminded her that Finn was dangerous. As far as Liam was concerned, Hope shouldn't listen to anyone who told her otherwise, especially not Finn. Once Hope was alone, she thought back to Finn massaging her to help with her headache. The memory left Hope looking deep in thought and a little confused as somewhat sensual music played. Our B&B predictions hint this is the first real sign of Hope's attraction to Finn, so this could be the start of her wanting Steffy's man for herself. In the design office, Luna Nozawa, Lisa Yamada, admitted to R.J. Forrester, Joshua Hoffman, that she hadn't seen much of Poppy Nozawa, Romy Park, lately since she'd been spending so much time with Bill Spencer, Don Diamond. After Luna said she thought Poppy was really falling for Bill, she confessed that sometimes she wished Bill was her dad. At Bill's place, Katie Logan, Heather Tom, got updates on the music festival that brought Bill and Poppy together over 20 years ago, so she said that must have been a hell of a night. Once Katie took off, Bill pitched the idea of a Monte Carlo trip to Poppy and showed her a pic of his yacht, since he wanted to take her on it. Poppy admitted she found Katie intimidating and questioned what went wrong in Bill's relationship with her. Bill didn't want to get into that long story, but Poppy just couldn't imagine being married to Bill and then letting him go. In hindsight, Bill wished that he had tracked Poppy down after their night together instead of waiting decades to reconnect. Poppy confessed she was heartbroken back then, so he was sorry for hurting her. After Poppy pointed out that their lives went in such different directions, she wished they could go back and not spend all those years apart. Once Poppy hinted about the difference that would have made, Bill asked again if there was any chance at all that Luna could be his daughter. Poppy ultimately confessed Bill might be Luna's father as Tuesday's B&B episode wrapped up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Luna will get some surprising news soon, so don't miss her upcoming reaction. In the heart of Los Angeles, where passions flare and secrets simmer beneath polished surfaces, the lives of the beautiful and the bold intertwine in a dramatic dance of love, betrayal, and redemption. On this particular day, emotions ran high as unexpected revelations threatened to unravel carefully constructed lives. The sunlight filtered through the windows of Forrester Creations, casting a warm glow over the bustling fashion house. Hope Logan, the epitome of grace and elegance, stood amidst racks of exquisite gowns, her mind far from the designs that surrounded her. Her heart raced with anticipation, her thoughts consumed by Finn, the dashing doctor who had captured not only her attention but her soul. Finn, with his rugged charm and unwavering compassion, had entered Hope's life like a breath of fresh air amidst the stifling drama that often enveloped the Forrester and Spencer families. From their first meeting, Hope had sensed a connection, a spark that ignited a burning desire within her, a desire she hadn't felt since the days of her tumultuous relationship with Liam. As Hope lost herself in thoughts of Finn, a figure appeared in the doorway of the design studio. It was Brooke Logan, Hope's mother, whose concern for her daughter's happiness was etched on her face. "Hope, sweetheart," Brooke began, her voice gentle yet tinged with worry. "Are you okay? You seem distracted." Hope turned to face her mother, a wistful smile playing on her lips. "I'm fine, Mom. Just lost in thought, I suppose." Brooke studied her daughter's expression, a knowing look in her eyes. "Is it Finn?" Hope's cheeks flushed slightly as she nodded. "Yes, it's Finn. I can't stop thinking about him, Mom. He's different. He makes me feel alive in a way I haven't felt in a long time." Brooke placed a comforting hand on Hope's shoulder. "Follow your heart, sweetheart. If Finn brings you joy, then embrace it." Hope nodded, grateful for her mother's support. "I intend to, Mom." Meanwhile, across town at the luxurious Spencer mansion, tension simmered just beneath the surface. Liam Spencer, Hope's former husband and father of her daughter Kelly, paced the living room with a furrowed brow. Guilt gnawed at him as he grappled with the consequences of his past actions. Steffi Forrester, Liam's ex-wife and mother of his daughter Kelly, watched him with concern. Despite their complicated history, Steffi couldn't help but feel a pang of sympathy for the father of her child. "Liam," Steffi began softly, "you can't keep blaming yourself forever." Liam sighed heavily, his blue eyes clouded with regret. "I know, Steffi, but knowing that I hurt Hope, that I let her down, it's hard to forgive myself." Steffi moved closer to Liam, her voice tender. "You're a good man, Liam. You made mistakes, but you're trying to make things right. That counts for something." Liam nodded, grateful for Steffi's understanding. "I just want Hope to be happy, even if it means she finds that happiness with Finn." Back at Forrester Creations, Hope found herself once again lost in a sea of fabric and dreams. As she meticulously inspected the intricate details of a wedding gown, her thoughts drifted to a conversation she had overheard earlier that day. Poppy Jones, the vivacious young intern with a penchant for gossip, had been engaged in a hushed conversation with Zoe Buckingham, Forrester Creations' resident model and fashionista. Hope had caught snippets of their discussion, something about a paternity confession involving Poppy's child. Intrigued and slightly apprehensive, Hope approached Zoe, her curiosity getting the better of her. "So, sorry to interrupt, but I couldn't help overhearing earlier. What's this about Poppy and a paternity confession?" Zoe glanced around discreetly before leaning in closer to Hope. "It's quite the scandal, actually. Poppy apparently knows who the father of her child is, and she's planning to come clean about it today." Hope's eyes widened with surprise. "That's unexpected. Do you know who the father is?" Zoe shook her head, her expression unreadable. "No one knows for sure, but it's bound to shake things up around here." Before Hope could respond, Poppy herself entered the design studio, her usually cheerful demeanor tinged with nervousness. She glanced around anxiously before making the beeline for Zoe and Hope. "Hope, Zoe," Poppy began, her voice trembling slightly. I need to talk to you both. It's about my baby." Hope exchanged a glance with Zoe, both women silently urging Poppy to continue. "I've been keeping something from everyone," Poppy admitted, her eyes brimming with tears. "I know who the father of my baby is, and I can't keep it a secret any longer."